Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well. So today's video is I'm going to be working on the Boho Baby journal and I'm going to be looking at trying to make some ephemera. So I've got this. So basically when I was trying to print out the pages, I had a bit of a nightmare trying to do it. And I think it's just because I'm not used to having digikits in PDF form. So it just was, I don't know, my printer just couldn't deal with it and I couldn't figure out exactly what I needed to do, so I ended up with a lot of misprints. So I want to try and do something with these because they're all gorgeous images and I want to be able to actually incorporate them in. So there are two kits here. This one is basically the smaller one, so you know, the one here that I've got 3 signatures for. So that's these ones. So they're just literally memories and stuff of like what happened on what occasion at what month and stuff like that. So those I'm going to be sticking into the smaller section of the journal, just kind of as is, but I'm going to be putting some tabs on the pages. And this is basically, well, I'm going to be printing out these pages again properly, and those are going to make up the signature for the larger part of the book, but I also want to have some ephemera and things in there that I can use to make stuff. So because these are all misprints, so obviously the back is wrong, I'm going to be using these pages to decorate things that I make. So I've got something in mind that I want to do, so I am just going to grab some backing paper. Okay, so I've got this paper, so it's like that on one side, and this is something that I saw on Treasure Books, oh my god, Treasure Books, I think, a while ago. So it was basically like an envelope made out of a 12 by 12, but I think this is definitely going to be, I mean, I know it's going to be too long, but I am just folding this in very badly. Maybe I should have scored this. Why is this so hard to fold? I mean, it is thick, but okay. So that's what I want, and then I want like a closure here. So I want this to be on the inside of the journal cover, but I'm just thinking, I think that there was actually like a little gusset thing. Okay, I've got the scoreboard. Probably should have done this to start with. So I'm just gonna line this up. I'll line this up at one of the inch marks, and then I'm gonna give it, I don't know, is that 3/8 of an inch? Maybe. And then I'm just going to score up my fold line as well. So it was 3 lines from the inch. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. So where's this? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I feel like that should have been on the other side. It's done now, so okay, right. Let's fold these So I've not made this before, so this is my first go at it. And I think I am going to use the guillotine and get rid of some of the top, and then I could maybe make a second one, just like a smaller one. Okay, so when that's folded, yeah, I think that works. Okay, right, so I need this to be the height, so let me just get a piece of the journal cover. So I've not put this together yet, so we're still in the chipboard phase. So I'm gonna just, please stay upright. So I'm just gonna put this here and figure out whereabouts. So I don't want it like insanely high, but just give it about 1/8 of an inch, I think. And then I've got a mini one there. I feel like that might make a mini notepad or something. Okay, so now we have the outside. I'm just going to move this cover out of the way because I don't want to get it messed up or damaged. And I need to figure out how I'm going to decorate this. So it's going to be going into the journal like that. And then it's going to have pockets inside that expand. So it's basically an expandable pocket. And it's because I want her to be able to have, you know, a bunch of extra things that she might want to keep in there in the journal. Although saying that, with that amount of gusset, that might be a bit too much. Let's just try it. I'm going to just otherwise sit here and think about it and think about it and think about it, and I'm never going to get it done. So I'm just going to start. Okay, so when that's folded over, still gets some of the teddy. I might just start that a bit further on. And is that about the right height? Thereabouts. I might just trim the page down a little bit. Although, to be fair, I purposely picked this colour because I thought, you know, if there's a bit of it showing, it's not the end of the world. But then again, I want it to be perfect, so I'm probably just gonna stick it on. Right, so let me just check which way do I want this. So I feel like I want this to open that way, as in, like, you probably saw me make this a few months ago, but I literally just made it a few minutes ago. Oh, it fits perfectly in here though. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm thinking, because I'll have the closure here, and then I'm thinking to have it just open up that way. That might be easier. So that means I will need it to be that way, so that the teddy is there. Okay, so let's just glue one bit first. I didn't time travel, by the way, when I say that. I made that a few minutes ago and you saw it a few months ago. If you've not been following along, I've been doing this series in secret because it's for my friend Kim, who is having her first baby, and I want to give her something because she's literally been so supportive of my channel and my business and stuff, and she's just so lovely. And I just want to, like, give her something to kind of show my appreciation for everything that she's kind of done for me. She's literally like the world's nicest person. She just absolutely deserves the world. She's amazing. So I just wanted to make something for her as like a thank you, but also something that, you know, she can use and actually, well, I hope that she get something from having this baby journal. I hope that it's nice for her and it's something that she'll be able to use and stuff. Okay, so, but obviously, like, I made this, so right now it's just the end of May, coming up to June, so I'm making this now, but that means that it's going to be, well, whenever I've made it, I'm not sure if when I give it to her she's going to open it straight away so I can then post the videos then, or whether it's going to be closer to the due date. So if that's the case, then you're probably watching this around October time, October, November-ish, depending on what I've got going on for Halloween. So yeah, so it's been so difficult actually trying to keep a secret like on this channel, because like I feel like I just talk to you guys as just like my friends and stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's just been quite difficult to not say, because I know that like sometimes Kim watches my videos. I don't know if she watches all of them, but I think she makes the effort to try and watch them. So I didn't want this to be like a spoiler for her or anything. Right, okay. So what is that looking like? Okay. That's looking good. I like that, that's cute. I'm just gonna fold this over. Please excuse my stomach if you just heard it there, so sorry. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm probably going to end up just trimming that top bit off. So it's going to be closed like that. So what do I want here? Probably be better if you guys could actually see what I'm doing. Right, so I'm just looking through these pages just to see if there's anything that I could use just for that little sliver there that would look kind of relevant. Yeah, maybe I could just use a piece of that. So let me just mark that. Get the rest of these papers out of the way. Oh yeah, that is fine. I was like, oh no, I've got too much, but I haven't. It's fine. Okay. Right, so I am just gonna glue this on. I haven't got my glue book right now, which would probably be helpful, but let's do the old school way of gluing. Right, so this is going here. So guys, I know that like obviously this particular colour scheme and this theme of stuff is not really what you come to my channel for. You know, you're kind of here for the gothy. But the good thing about this stuff is like any of the ephemera that I'm making and things like that, you can still kind of get something from. So like you could make gothy versions of the ephemera that I'm making. Okay, there we go. I have not glued that right at all, because that's at the top, which is where the top of that is, and that doesn't look good. Okay, right, I just need to fix this. So I don't know how this has ended up diagonal actually. It's probably my paper trimmer, to be fair. And I've got literally no glue here. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim off the bits that are not working. Okay, right, so sorry if that was really loud. That's all of the outside covered. So now let's see, it's gonna work. Okay, so now I just need to make some pockets. So just trying to figure out in my mind like how this works. So I'm just trying something, just bear with me. Because I'm just thinking, like, if I want to use these pages inside, I don't really want the misprint inside showing. I think I've done this a bit too tight, but let's just see. So basically, you make a little pocket by gluing these closed or sewing them or stapling them or whatever. And then you have them inside here. Yeah, this is way too small. And you have a bunch. And then you've got like expanding pockets there. So, okay. Let me just try that again. So I'm thinking I probably want that to be inside of the pocket. So I'm just going to fold it. I don't really want to measure because measuring takes so long and I don't find it fun. So I need to fold down roughly about there. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well. Right, okay, so then the pocket will be like that inside, and that's what you're going to see. And then you're just going to have, so I'll probably do one pocket maybe slightly differently on the front, or I might just cover the front pocket so you can't see the misprint side. So I'm just going to glue this down. Make sure I get some in the corners. Just glued my finger. Good job. Oh god, I've got glue on my thumbnail. This is what happens when you just don't get your glue book out. Why have I not got it out? Because I'm being lazy. And now I've glued on my glass mat. I will get it. Okay, so then that's one of my pockets. So I'm just gonna get my glue book. Okay, I've got my glue book and I've also got my stapler, so I think I'm gonna staple these. So I did buy some coloured staples. a while ago, so let's just see. Those are like gold, so I might use them. This is the world's longest stapler, but it's basically for giving me the choice to actually bind a book in the middle kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Right, so I'm just going to do a couple of staples. So I've gone with 4, doubled my couple. Okay, well that's nice. I've never used that stapler before, so I didn't want to say it and jinx it. Right, okay, so now you can see that that's one of the pockets. So that will then sit inside. Actually, to be fair, you do glue this to here, so I feel like you probably don't need to cover that, because that, you know, that doesn't look bad, does it? Right, okay, so I'm just going to make a few more like this. So let's use some of the bigger prints to do it. So first off, I'm just folding it in half. I think Natasha from Treasure Books uses envelopes, she uses paper, she uses like all sorts of stuff to do it. I've done that wrong. I need that this way. But obviously, me being me, using misprints to do it. Right, so I'm not measuring, I am just gonna, and the reason why I'm not measuring or giving you measurements is because these pages are not A4, they are I think quite a bit smaller than A4, so if you were using like an A4 paper, like I think it's like 8 by 11 or something, it's not really going to work, like my measurements basically for you, so there's no point. But I'm basically folding down about 1 inch, but it just depends how deep your pockets are, how deep your cover thing is, so yeah, it's all very dependent on that. Okay, so I'm just going to fold down this side to match. And not even close. There we go. Oh guys, I gotta tell you, I am so tired because I'm trying to record videos in May and June for you guys, so that you're not like missing out on the fact that I'm doing crafting for something later on in the year. So I'm trying to make sure that I've got content for you to watch now as well. So I'm recording like 2 videos a day at the moment, just to try and make sure you've got some stuff to watch as well. So I am tired. If you are wondering why that says HM Prison Style, it's just because this is a donated book, and it was, I think, being used at a prison, and then it got to a point where it was going to be thrown away, so it went to, I don't know, a charity shop maybe or something, and then that's where I got it from. So oh, my glue stick just came out, like the end of it, whatever it is. I think that's pretty much dead, and we'll have to get another one out. She says, praying that there is another one. Although actually I did find a mini Pritt stick the other day, so I will use that. Right, okay, so that's another cute little pocket. So I'm just going to throw this away because this is just rubbing the plastic on the paper. and I am just going to staple this. The staples aren't really going to be that visible either, so it doesn't really matter about the colour, I don't think. Though to be fair, silver probably would have been better. But I've started now, so I have to keep with it. Okay, so where's my other pocket? Here. So basically how this works is you glue just up the middle, and then when you open the journal, the cover, whatever, it will give you pockets. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 more. Okay, so I'm gonna do these off camera because I feel like this is taking a really long time for me to do this, and then I will come back once I've made a few more. I'm not going to do anything different other than what I'm actually doing right now. I'm just going to make a few more of those, and then I'll show you how I fasten it and stuff. So I will be back soon. Okay, so I've got my 5 pockets. I ended up doing like a bit of a production line, which was fun, and I also replaced the gold staples with silver ones, just because I know that the hardware for this book is going to be all silver, so I didn't want to have it like that. So what I now need to do, so I'm going to choose, I thought I was going to choose, let me just see. So I need to make sure that they're all facing the same way. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one to be at the front just because this has got just trying to think actually, how does this attach? I feel like these are a little bit too tall. They are just a smidge too tall. So I will be back in a second, and I'm just gonna trim these down. I'm glad I double checked that. They were not too tall. They were, because of the staples, they were like stuck on each other. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is, so you only need to glue them basically like in the middle here, so that when it opens, these bits are attached and these aren't. So let me try. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. I feel like Pritt Stick probably would be okay, but just because it's something that's going to be moving around a lot and being pulled open and closed and stuff, I just kind of want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So let me just, yeah, so that's going to be going in like that. So I'm not going to glue the outsides, I'm just going to glue the middle bits. So I'm just going to run some glue. I knew that wasn't going to work. Okay, so I'm just going to run some glue like in the middle here, where I've like folded over the flaps, just because it's a little bit firmer there. And then I think Natasha did some at the bottom. She used double-sided tape, but I just feel like after a while that starts to look like it seeps through, and like the glue from the inside of it, I just don't like that look. But that's just me, and it could just literally be my tape, like whatever tape I'm using. Okay, so do you see how that works? So you only need to glue it just a little bit in the middle. So I'm going to do the same thing on all of these. I might have done that one a little bit too wide, but that's fine. Just going to put the pin in because it's seeping out a little bit. Okay, so now I have my expandable pockets. I'm now going to put them into the book. So I want them to be glued on to here and onto here. So I'm not going to do anything different other than what I've just been doing. So I'm literally just going to put some glue in the middle at the top of the pocket, and I'm just thinking, how am I getting the closure on here? Okay, I think I probably should do the closure before I glue them in, actually. I've got like a used dryer sheet, so I was thinking that might be good to use. Yeah, that's worked nice. Okay, cool. So I'll obviously re-glue that. So whilst that's drying, I'm going to work on my closure for this. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the ephemera that I've got chopped up from this kit. So I've literally got loads of stuff, and I've just kind of left it all in little binder clips so I can see what I've got. These are all envelopes and things. Okay. I was thinking there might have been like a little circle or something. There isn't, so that's fine. So let me just have a quick look at my brads. By this point I may have got a little box to put my brads in, but as of right now I don't have one. I want some circles. I have a smaller circle punch on my wish list, so I might already have that by this point of you watching these videos. But this is probably a little bit too big, but I'm going to just do it anyway. So did I glue this down? No, I didn't. Ow! Don't get your finger stuck underneath that. Ouchie. Okay. Just gonna get some on this side. So I want 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick the ones that I want on the front. So I think these 2, I'm gonna glue them on top of those 2. So let's do that. Let's grab the glue book. So I'm trying to make a closure right now, basically. It's a little bit bigger than I would have liked, but if I start trying to cut a circle out, it's just not going to happen. And this is why I have a circle punch on my wish list, so hopefully I've bought myself one by this point. Okay. So those are a little bit firmer now. So what I'm thinking, so it's going to be like that. I think that is a bit too big, isn't it? Okay, maybe instead. No, I can't because I'm going to have this. I basically want this glued into the journal. So it needs to have a closure. I'm just going to do it. Otherwise, I am literally just going to keep procrastinating and procrastinating, and I am never ever going to get anywhere with this journal. So I'm gonna, oh, actually, how far? Oh, I don't think I can do this with my crocodile. Okay, it's gonna have to be a brad, but I haven't really got any silver ones that are relevant. Got these two. That's not too bad, is it? Ugh, stupid crocodile. What my plan was there was to cut a hole and put an eyelet through, and then I would tie my string around it, but I can't do that now, so it's gonna have to be like this. Although I kind of don't want it over his head, so I think I might do the closure just, I don't know, about there-ish. Where's my awl? With the scissors. This is not the best way to have done this, but that's how I've gone with it. So I'm just gonna put that in there. And then this one. About there. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. I was worried about that. That looks okay. Right, okay, let me just move all of these threads out of the way. And I definitely need to run a bit of glue down here. Let me just fix this bottle, it's driving me mad. Sorry about that. I just needed to fix that because it was annoying me. Right, okay, so I realised as well I want to decorate the inside. So now I've got these brads in, I don't really want those visible. So I'm just gonna find another page. Annoying that I have to do another sliver there, but maybe I should do that there, and then that kind of flows on. So I'll just move my pockets, get myself another sliver of this. To make sure that's enough with this one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get my glue book, get my glue, and let's put this strip on, just make sure we've got it the right way. Okay. And then glue this. So I'm going to just glue it on the thing first, and I'll do the edges on the book. I'm going to pause because this is a while. Okay, I have glued this, and I'm just going to stick it down. I'm probably going to overlap the little strip of paper that I added, and the main reason for that is because the brad is underneath, and I really want to make sure that that's nice and covered. The problem with using Pritt Stick is it is water based, so it warps the paper, which is annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to trim down the papers there, so that's just lifting a little bit, so I just need to make sure that that's as flat as I can get it. And then I'm just going to trim this. So that was just the backing paper that I've just added on, so I've just trimmed that down. Okay, so now I am ready to put my pockets in, wherever they've gone. Right, here we go. So let's just make sure that they are the right way up, and lo and behold, they're not. Right, okay. So now we're ready to stick these in. So now I am going to apply some glue to my fingers, apparently. Oh god, it's everywhere. Right. Okay, so second attempt. And then once this is done, I think I'm probably going to glue this to the inside cover of the journal, but we'll see. It might just be like an extra bit that comes along with this, just because I've made this quite big. So I'm just making sure that I've got this nice and central in the cover. It's not sticking out at the top, not sticking out at the bottom. And then I'm just going to press that down. And then I'm just going to do the exact same thing on this side. Just double checking that I have got it the right way. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold that up and just make sure that's lined up nicely. And then I'm just going to press that down. I'm just going to put my fingers inside that pocket and just make sure that it's pressed down there at the bottom. Okay, so then the final thing would be some twine as a closure, but I don't really have anything. Yeah, I don't have anything. I'll have to buy some twine, I think. So basically the idea is to wrap some string around underneath this card, tie it underneath, and then it'll be wrapped around as a closure on that piece. And then that's what keeps it closed. So when it's in the journal, so let's just pretend this is the journal. So if this goes how I'm thinking, it's going to be glued in here, though, to be fair, look at how much that takes out of the journal. So I don't know if I am actually going to do that, and this might just be like an extra little piece that I give to her. So then when you open this, you then have all of these pockets to store all of your bits of ephemera or anything that you're wanting to kind of have, keep even, and that's what that is. So yeah, sorry I couldn't complete it with the twine, but that's pretty much done. But like I say, I am really tired because I'm doing 2 videos at a time at the moment, so I'm gonna be done for today. I was gonna do like a couple of other things, but I feel like this video is long. I can't see it at the moment how long this is, but I am gonna leave it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. You'll really be helping out my business, and I would really love to have you. All right, thanks very much, guys. See you next time. Bye.